Today I want to explain you about the financial statements of not-for-profit organization. You know already financial statements of not-for-profit organization include three statements. One is receipts and payments account. Second one, income and expenditure account. And the last one, balance sheet. So, the question, there are two types of questions given in the examination. One is, previous year balance sheet is given, receipts and payments account and adjustments are given in the problem. Second one, only receipts and payments account and adjustments were given in the problem. We will go to the first one. In the question consists of three parts. One is balance sheet of previous year. That is, I have written 2019, balance sheet of previous year. Second, receipts and payments account of current year, this year, 2020. And third one, adjustments. Keep in mind, adjustments were unrecorded items. Unrecorded. Now we have to record at the end of 31st March 2020. At the end of the accounting year, we have to record. In the previous year balance sheet, you have some outstanding liabilities. Outstanding rent, outstanding salary. That means we have to pay the rent, we have to pay the salary. Subscription received in advance. 2020 subscription is received in 2019. That is subscription received in advance. You have bank loan, you have capital fund. Bank loan is a liability, capital fund is also shown on the liability side of balance sheet. You have cash at bank. This is last year balance. Last year cash at bank. Last year balance. Now you have outstanding subscription. Outstanding subscription means the subscription you have to receive. You have to receive. This belongs to last year. Now buildings, you have furniture, you have investment, you have library books, you have sports. All these are assets. Outstanding subscription means subscription we have to receive. We have not received. We have to get from the members. Outstanding. That is outstanding subscription. Now you have receipts and payments account. You already know about receipts and payments account. It is a summary of all cash receipts and cash payments. It is taken from, it is recorded, it is prepared by taking entries from the cash book. It is similar to simple cash book. In this book, all receipts will be recorded on the debit side, all payments will be recorded on the credit side. In this book, all capital receipts and revenue receipts will be recorded. All capital expenditure and revenue expenditure will be recorded. In this book, you should not record non-cash items. In this account, you should not record non-cash items. See, there is no non-cash item. Depreciation is not there in the receipts and payments account. Again, in this account, you should not record outstanding expenses and outstanding incomes. You should not record. Outstanding means you have not received. You have not paid. These types of outstanding expenses and outstanding incomes were not recorded in the receipts and payments account. Receipts and payments account will start with balance brought down and ends with balance carried down. So this is about the receipts and payments account. What I told you in the receipts and payments account, you have all receipts, both capital receipts and revenue receipts on the revenue receipt side. You have all expenditures, both capital expenditure and revenue expenditure on the payment side. Now you have to separate it. You have to separate it, capital item and revenue item. All revenue items you have to select from here. That revenue items will be transferred to income and expenditure account. revenue receipts, revenue expenditure will be transferred to income and expenditure account, and capital items, capital receipts and capital expenditure will be transferred to balance sheet. Again we have the third part is adjustments. Adjustments means these are all the unrecorded items at the end of the accounting year. Outstanding subscription, you have to receive the subscription of the current year. This is current year adjustments. Outstanding subscription means this year you have to receive the subscription. The subscription belongs to this year, but you have not received. Subscription received in advance. Next year, 2021 subscription you have received this year. Outstanding salary, you have to pay the salary of this year. Depreciation, a non-cash item. Then 50% of entrance fee and 100% of donation to be capitalized. So you have to, out of entrance fee, 50% you have to take it as capital and 50% you have to take it as revenue. Donation, 100% donation you have to consider it as a revenue item. So before we explaining this, how to solve the problem, I want to tell you the rule for solving the problem. First one is, you have, the very important here is, you must learn the treatment of outstanding items and pre-received, prepaid and received in advance item. If you learn this treatment of outstanding item and treatment of received in advance, pre-received and prepaid items, then you will easily able to solve the problem for 12 marks problem. First, you have previous year 2019. Some outstanding and pre-received items will be given in the previous year balance sheet. This is the previous year balance sheet. This is the previous year balance sheet. Some items, some outstanding items and received in advance, pre-received, prepaid items will be given in the balance sheet. Okay. So what you have to do, if outstanding items is given in the balance sheet, just you have to deduct. So the items given in the previous year balance sheet, you have to do only one treatment. Only one treatment. See, one treatment. What is that one treatment? If outstanding items is given in the balance sheet, you have to deduct. See, outstanding rent, outstanding salary, outstanding subscription. Three outstanding items are there. Outstanding rent, outstanding salary, outstanding subscription. Three outstanding items are given in the balance sheet. Now what you have to do? You have to just deduct. One treatment only. You have to deduct. Then received in advance, pre-received, prepaid items. If it is given in the balance sheet, see, subscription received in advance. Pre-received, received in advance, prepaid items. If it is given in the previous year balance sheet, then what you have to do? Just you have to add. Just you have to add in income and expenditure account. Once again I will repeat. If the outstanding items are given in the balance sheet, previous year balance sheet, outstanding items, you have to deduct in income and expenditure account. If pre-received items, received in advance items, prepaid items is given in the last year balance sheet, what is the treatment here? Just you have to add in income and expenditure account. Now next, outstanding items and pre-received items given in the adjustment. Outstanding items and pre-received items are given in the adjustment. What we have to do, when the items were given in the adjustment, it belongs to current year. So items given in the adjustment belongs to current year. You have to do two treatment. First, go to the outstanding items. Outstanding items given in the adjustment, you have to add. Outstanding items given in the adjustment, you have to add. If it is due to others, we have done not-for-profit organization have to pay to others. Pay to others means show on the liability side. Outstanding items due from others, we have to receive. Due from others means it is an asset, show on the asset side. Then received in advance, pre-received or prepaid items given in the adjustment. See here, subscription received in advance, given in the adjustment. Then you have to take two treatment. One is you have to deduct in the income and expenditure account. If it is received in advance and pre-received, it is a liability. Received in advance means next year income we have received this year. Next year subscription we have received this year. Now we have to it is a liability to us. So show on the liability side of the balance sheet. Prepaid. Prepaid means next year expenses we paid this year. Now it is an asset for us. So you have to show on the asset side. Once again, pre-received, received in advance, pre-received, prepaid. Items given in the adjustment means it belongs to current year. So you have to deduct these items in the income and expenditure account. If it is if it is received in advance and pre-received, show on the liability side. If it is prepaid, show on the asset side. This is the treatment of various items, outstanding items and pre-received items in the income and expenditure account and balance sheet. You take a screenshot of these items, and you have to keep in mind this is very important from the point of view of solving 12 marks problem. Once again, I will go to the outstanding items. Outstanding items of the previous year minus only one treatment. Outstanding items of the current year given in adjustment, two treatment. One, you have to add. See, outstanding items of previous year you have to minus. Outstanding items of current year you have to add. Okay. If due to others, show on the liability side, second treatment. Due from others, show on the asset side. Outstanding items given in the previous year, only one treatment, less. Outstanding items given in the adjustment belongs to current year, two treatment. One treatment is add, another treatment is due to others, show on the liability side. Due from others, show on the asset side. Okay. Now, pre-received, received in advance, pre-received and prepaid items given in the balance sheet. You have to do only one treatment, add. Received in advance, pre-received, prepaid items given in the adjustment, current year, belong to current year. Two treatment you have to do. You have to deduct. Pre-received, received in advance, pre-received, prepaid items given in previous year balance sheet, you have to add one treatment. Same items given in adjustment belongs to current year, you have to less. See, opposite treatment. Outstanding items given in balance sheet less, given in adjustment add. Pre-received, received in advance, prepaid items given in balance sheet add, given in adjustment you have to deduct. If they are received in advance, if they are pre-received, they are liabilities, show on the liability side. If it is prepaid, then it is an asset, show on the asset side. This is the treatment of items, outstanding items and pre-received items given in balance sheet and adjustment. Take a screenshot of this and keep in mind these rules, because in the next class we will solve the 12 marks problem. For solving the 12 marks problem, you must know all these things. You must remember how to treat the outstanding items and how to treat the pre-received and received in advance items. Now we will go to how to prepare income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is a summary of all incomes and expenses. Income and expenditure account is similar to profit and loss account. In income and expenditure account, only revenue expenditure and revenue incomes were recorded. In income and expenditure account, all expenditures will be recorded on the debit side, all incomes will be recorded on the credit side by applying the rule of nominal account. In income and expenditure account, only revenue expenditure and revenue income of current year is recorded. Only of current year. Okay. In income and expenditure account, revenue expenditure and revenue incomes were recorded that belongs to only current year. In income and expenditure account, you have to record the outstanding items outstanding expenses and outstanding incomes of the current year. And last one is in income and expenditure account, you have to record the non-cash item also. Depreciation on fixed assets, depreciation on sports material, depreciation on books, all these non-cash items will also be recorded in income and expenditure account. And the resulting figure of the income and expenditure account is either deficit or surplus. If incomes are more, you will get surplus. If expenditure is more, you will get deficit. Now, how to take items in income and expenditure account? See here, you have balance sheet, you have receipts and payments account. You have to select only revenue items. You have to take only revenue items. See, subscription. You should not take this balance brought down. Subscription. Subscription is received annually. It is a revenue item. Then donation. It is said donation, 100% donation to be capitalized. Then it is a capital item. I will take balance sheet also. Just you have to transfer the items to income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Subscription received annually. It is a revenue. See, receipts are incomes. Payments are expenditures. Subscription, receipt. It is on the receipt side. It is a receipt. Receipt means income. Subscription received annually. So it is a revenue income transferred to credit side. Donation, it is said in the problem, donation to be capitalized. Life membership fee, it is received only once. It is a capital item shown in the balance sheet. Entrance fees, 50% entrance fee to be treated as capital item. So 50% of entrance fee show in income side of income and expenditure account. It is a revenue item. And 50% of entrance fee is a capital item shown in the balance sheet. Then interest. Interest may be received either once in 3 months, once in 6 months, once in a year. So interest is a revenue income shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Sale of old sports material, sale of old newspapers. It is a revenue income, regular income, recurring income. So show on the income side. Then sports fee is also revenue income. It is received regularly. Show on the credit side of income and expenditure. Locker rent. Locker rent is received for giving a locker on rent to the members of the organization or to the outsiders. So whatever the locker rent received, it is received regularly. Show on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Income from drama, income from refreshment, or any other revenue income show on the credit side of income and expenditure account. See here you have both revenue expenditures. You have both revenue expenditures. You have both revenue receipts and capital receipts. Take revenue receipts from here, transfer to credit side of income and expenditure account, and take capital receipts from here, transfer to balance sheet. Okay. Now, revenue receipts transfer to income and expenditure account, capital receipts transfer to balance sheet. Now take here payments. Payments means expenses. Payment also include both revenue expenditure, revenue payments and capital payments. So you have to see the revenue payments and capital payments. Salary is paid every month, rent is paid every month. These two items are revenue items show on the expenditure side of income and expenditure account. Purchase of furniture is an asset show in the balance sheet. It is a capital item show in the balance sheet. Purchase of books. Books is an asset for library show in the balance sheet. It is a capital item. Electricity charges, maintenance of grounds. These two are revenue items show in the income and expenditure account, expenditure side. Investment is an asset show in the balance sheet. Investment and fixed deposits are asset show in the balance sheet. Sports material is an asset show in the balance sheet. Office expenses, refreshment expenses, they are incurred regularly, so they are revenue expenditures show on the expenditure side of income and expenditure account. Balance carried down means current year cash and bank balance shown by receipts and payments account. It is an asset shown in the balance sheet. So in payment side, you have revenue expenses. Revenue expenses take on the debit side of income and expenditure account, you have assets, and assets you have to transfer to balance sheet of the current year. So you have to keep in mind this much for today's class. So I will give some problems. You have to note down the problems. From the next class, you should keep ready the problems. We will solve the problems in the next class. I will give the problem number. You have to refer, you have to take this scanner. You have to go through this scanner. According to this scanner, we will solve the problems. Problem number 1. In book, it is problem number 42. Page number 29. Ganesh Education Trust. Education Trust. Name of the problem is Ganesh Education Trust. Second one, problem number 2. In book, it is problem number 43, page number 31, and it is Golden Sports Club. Question number 44, page number 33, it is Durga Sports Club. So keep ready these 3 problems. In the next class, I will start with this problem number 1. In book, problem number 42, page number 29, Ganesh Education Trust. Okay, you have to write this problem in your notes by referring this book. Thank you.